Hey gang, welcome to Cocojor channel and welcome to my butterfly life. Literally, today is Thursday and we don't want to scare this baby. Oh, that one just born. What's going on that orange car? Woo! And here we go. Woo! Let that one fly. So that's the life out here at Cocojor, where you can just really play with butterflies like this. I had 3 of them earlier this morning, and just really makes you think about life and how special it is. Today is Thursday the 24th. Oh my God. Wow. In the next 3 more months, we're going to celebrate 20 years of Cocojor. And I never ever thought all of this was going to be happening, and it did. And it's really starting from the ground up. And I'm literally talking to the person that I met yesterday while doing my Cocojor channel. She passed by and I wasn't ready yet, and she's like, I love your garden. Oh my God. And we end up talking and found out that she used to live here and that we probably went to school together. She lived here when she was a kid, and so it's funny how things happen. And look, I never thought that I was going to start all of this 20 years ago. I bought this house in 1999, right? That's what I was thinking. And so look at this. I said to myself, I told the gate designer, I said, one day this all going to have a meaning. And it does. Lily, that's Coco, Jordan, and Heaven. And they're all from the Sierra bloodline, and this is really something to symbolize them, you know? And from this, it's just really the start of my company, Cocojor. And so watching this morning with these butterflies, just literally, even the one that was inside my house that I found the cocoon and I put it in between the cotton the other day when I found it. And look at that. This is just so cool. This energy, it's like, it just makes you feel so good that literally 24 hours ago, I was like going through a lot of BS that had really nothing to do with me, honestly. And because we always was taught to help people and do our best, and helping resolving the problem, right? I mean, that's what we are. We're here as independent contractor in our profession, working really, really hard to do what we are trained and our knowledge to do. And so that's what I was hired to do, to consult and do my business. I mean, when I get to do things, I take it very, very serious because it's the energy of somebody's life. You don't go and play with people or use people or coerce people to do things. It's just not right. You don't get away with that. It's like an entrapment that people thinks they can do. And, talking about entrapment is something that a lot of people don't realize that they're in, whether it's in business, whether it's in your personal relationship, because it really makes somebody feel that their free will and their real you know, reason to live. We all was born into this world with a free will, and then all of a sudden somebody thinks that because you're just a nice person and that let that person do it, right? We always have that, whether we're in the office or whether we are, at our lines of cook doing it. I mean, you've seen Gordon Ramsay swearing and doing everything else, right? And so it doesn't matter what kind of business we are in or what we do as a profession or even in our relationship, because we all grow through this challenges that sometimes in life we feel very entrapped. You know, I mean, in my marriage, I felt I was entrapped by doing everything. I mean, bringing home the bacon, literally, working 3, 4 jobs. And I was really not even 30 years old. I was 29 years old. And, yesterday, like I said, it was like, what are the chances that I'm going to meet the person who was born, like literally raised in this house, is outside the house telling me thank you? And so you see how just believing in the process and you don't know who's actually watching you or seeing you with a different perspective is, you know what? The real eyes can see it, and those that doesn't have those kind of intention or that kind of heart. And so this is really, really important that going through some of these emotional exercise, you get to literally awaken your other senses. And I'm sorry if I'm looking around, is because look at this. It's like today they're on fire. Like every single one of them is just dancing around. Yes, Mama. Hi. And so life is really, I think I'm going to sit under this tree because the energy here is just so magnificent. And so I've always said to myself that wherever we are or what we do, even though we feel like we are alone and that nobody's really watching us, but guess what? You just keep on striving and do the best as you can, no matter what you do in life. For me, I didn't know how to do yoga. Seriously, I mean, I learned how to do meditation. I got really into all these other spiritual things, but yoga, especially hot yoga, and all of a sudden I just started. I couldn't even bend. I couldn't even reach my toe. I was a fat person that felt very uncomfortable in my skin, and you know back issues, 2-car accident, a lot of these negative feelings that I was feeling. But then it all came down to this one moment that I felt inside that there is something inside of all of this shell. And that's me, because it really pushed me from hell, being in that room doing, I don't know what I was doing at 105 degrees, and just, oh my God, it was like literally a torture chamber. But sometimes in life when you get pushed and pushed and pushed to the very end, you really see the real true light that could be shining at the end of the tunnel, like this, right? This is life. Look at this. I mean, I'm sitting out here with flourished of butterflies flying all around me, and it's really like every day is a new day. And if you keep on bringing in that spirit, imagine if yesterday I didn't, and you can watch it in my live YouTube yesterday, that I was talking about emotion. And the thing is, oh, there's another one over here. It's crazy, the butterfly. And I was talking about emotion and how if we hold it back, we really are not going to be justifying yourself, which is like a bandage of what we've been doing. And that's really comes out at the end where nobody really, you feel like nobody really understands, nobody really feels, and nobody can really help me. This is the time when you have these tools that you're able to use to your most powerful superpower. And it's just really these simple tools that's always been there, but nobody really teaches us how to do it, because if we keep on doing all of these self-care or how we take care of ourselves every day as part of your good habit, like, right, I kept on doing 30-day challenge, and literally going back to that yoga story, something clicked in me and told me to do this challenge, and I continued it, believe it or not, cracked every 30-day challenge, and really started this cycle to do 200 days of Bikram yoga. And I put on the date that when I was going to end it. It may not have been every day because I just started, but I kept tab on it with Yelp. Every time I checked in, I did it with Yelp just to really make it official that my challenge is really not about the outer world challenge. It was really about the inner world challenge. And you know, it was very interesting. This one person said to me, you know, for a person to go in one car accident and go through what you went through, and then went in within like 3 months, 3 years later or 4 years later to go in another one, is because you need to stop, because you are going to keep on continuing this cycle of going forward into more accidents, and you don't know what's going to happen on your third accident. And that was really an eye-awakening time, because she really came and told me from the heart. And so, you know, things like this happens for a reason, and it's because we all have to go through a lot of diversity. Just so happened 2 years ago, we all went through that diversity of this pandemic. And when we look back today, there is a war, right? And I mentioned that, you know, I think it was last year or early this year, about that energy. And some of these things that happens around us in the outer world is because that's how the world goes around. I mean, you can't make up these things, because it's part of history, whether it's an outer world history where it affects everybody as a whole, or it could be your own history in making. And so really, that history in the making is really going back to what I just mentioned, is don't ever feel entrapped. And if you do, really, the first step is really recognizing your emotion. Your emotion plays such a strong role in literally your everyday life. You know, I'm so much calmer. I'm so much appreciating this butterflies all over, and it's just a confirmation, literally a confirmation to say, you know what? The universe is with you. Here are all your beautiful guardian angels that supports you, and you are on the right path. No matter how much you yell, scream, and get there, it's because you're fighting for your own free will and you're the one who can create that freedom each and every day. So that's what today's talk is all about, and I'm just going to enjoy my moment out here at the butterfly garden and literally spread your wings, take your time, and crawl like the caterpillar. Take its time until you find that right place to nest yourself to become a butterfly. I did, right here at Cocojor Sanctuary. So stay tuned because we have some real things to turn all of you guys into these beautiful butterfly, no matter what you are going through, no matter what you are feeling right now. Guess what? All you have to do is, there's tools out there, literally out here around us, and just use it. And I'm here to cheer you on. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as we have courses coming up for your dogs as well as you. And so we can't wait to help you celebrate life that awaits you. So spread your wings and don't forget to say aloha.